In the landscape of international business, a shift is occurring. We're moving away from an era of profit at any cost toward an era of purpose-driven growth. Today, I'm analyzing how a global household name Unilever has fundamentally woven United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 3, good health and well-being, into the fabric of its own flagship hygiene brand, Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy is one of the world's oldest brands, but its survival for over a century is not due to luck. It is due to a strategic alignment between a global health crisis and a commercial solution. Every year, millions of children in developing nations die from preventable infections like diarrhea and pneumonia. This is where SDG 3 comes in. By focusing on hand washing with soap, Lifebuoy does not just sell a product, they sell a life-saving habit. This provides us with a compelling case study on how international marketing theories such as the bottom of pyramid and behavioral change marketing are applied in high-stakes, cross-border settings. Why Unilever and Lifebuoy? As a British-Dutch multinational, Unilever operates in nearly every country on Earth. This gives them a unique global-local or glocal perspective. The choice of SDG number 3 is particularly interesting because, unlike environmental goals, which are often seen as reducing harm, Goal 3 is about creating value. From an international marketing perspective, Lifebuoy uses what we call market development strategy. In saturated Western markets, everyone already uses soap, but in emerging economies, there is a non-consumptional gap. By targeting SDG 3 specifically, Lifebuoy is not just fighting for a share of an existing market. You see, they are building a new market from the ground up. This is a classic application of Prahlad's bottom of the pyramid theory, which suggests that the world's poorest citizens represent a massive, underserved market that requires innovative, purpose-led businesses and their models to unlock. Now let's look at how this integration actually works in practice. How does a company move from a high-level UN goal to a soap sale in a rural village? The centerpiece of Lifebuoy's strategy is the Help a Child Reach 5 campaign. In their home markets in Europe, the marketing is relatively standard, focusing on germ protection for school-aged children. However, when they moved into host markets like India, Indonesia, and Kenya, they realized that traditional TV commercials were not enough. They had to overcome media dark environments where electricity and internet are scarce. So they integrated SDG 3 through 3 distinct marketing functions. First is social marketing. They partnered with governments and NGOs to teach hand washing in schools. They were not just showing their logo, they were teaching a curriculum. Second, product adaptation. They developed sachet packaging. You see, in many host markets, consumers cannot afford a full bottle of liquid soap. So, by selling a single-use sachets for just a few cents, they made hygiene and their brand accessible to the lowest income brackets. Third, innovative distribution. In rural India, they used the Kushion Kidoli, or Caravan of Happiness. These were the physical vans that traveled to remote areas to conduct hand-washing workshops. This is a perfect example of direct-to-consumer marketing adapted for developing world contexts. By aligning their supply chains with their social mission, they have ensured that wherever there was a health need, there was a Lifebuoy product. Now, we must critically evaluate this strategy. Has it been effective? In terms of brand image, the impact has been monumental. Lifebuoy has moved from being a commodity to a trusted partner. This creates a brand moat. a level of consumer trust that is incredibly difficult for competitors to break. When a mother believes a specific brand is the reason her child stays healthy, brand loyalty becomes nearly unbreakable. This has led to Lifebuoy becoming the world's #1 selling germ protection soap, proving that sustainability drives market performance. However, the implementation across borders has not been without challenges. Cultural barriers were the first hurdle. In many regions, hygiene practices are tied to deep-seated traditions or religious rituals. Lifebuoy had to ensure their marketing did not come across as a Western preaching, but as a local empowerment. Economic challenges were also significant. The margins on sachet soap are incredibly thin. So to make this profitable, Unilever had to achieve a massive scale, which required a huge upfront investment in infrastructure. Finally, there are regulatory and operational challenges. Navigating the different healthcare regulations in over 60 countries while maintaining a consistent health claim is a legal minefield. If we look at the future, how could Lifebuoy improve this SDG integration? While their physical outreach is excellent, I suggest a shift toward digital-physical hybrid models. Currently, the caravan model is expensive and slow to scale, so my recommendation is for Lifebuoy to adopt a subscription model. Hygiene model integrated with mobile technology. In many of their host markets, mobile phone penetration is higher than access to clean water. So by partnering with telecom providers to offer free health alerts or AI-powered hygiene tracking apps, they could maintain a 24/7 connection with the customer. Furthermore, they could adopt a circle sachet model. One of the criticisms of the sachet strategy is the plastic waste it creates. To truly align with the broader UN goals, Lifebuoy should implement a refill station strategy in local kiosks, moving away from single-use plastic while keeping the price point low. This would bridge the gap between Sustainable Development Goal number 3, good health and well-being, and Sustainable Goal number 12, which is responsible production. To conclude, Lifebuoy's integration of SDG number 3 is a definitive example of how international marketing can be a force for good. By treating a social problem as a market opportunity, they have created a sustainable business model that benefits shareholders and society alike. They have shown us that in a globalized world, the most successful brands are those that don't just speak to the consumer's wallet, but to their humanity. As we have seen through their work in India, Africa, and beyond, when you help a child reach the age of 5, you are not just hitting a corporate social responsibility target. You are building a customer for life. Thank you for watching.